Good evening and welcome to the Oliveboard platform. My name is Marut Sharma, your logical reasoning expert, and the CGL live mock Tier 1 has been conducted on the Oliveboard platform, and I'm here to discuss the solutions of the logical reasoning section with you in detail. First of all, I'll begin with apologies because I am back on this channel after a very long gap due to unfortunate health reasons, but I'm perfectly fit and fine now, and I'm here to take your classes regularly. So do watch another session which will be live tomorrow, which will be a good set of mixed questions for practice, right? So let's start with this mock. In fact, let me give you a brief understanding. The first half of the mock is actually quite new. Some questions are out of the box, some questions are actually good. So as a surprise element, it works well. The other half is pretty normal only. So let's start without wasting any further time. In a science quiz league held daily from 7th August to 14th August 2022, the quiz rounds were scheduled as follows. Now it is held daily, okay? So 7th August, 8th, 9th, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's how it is working. Bokaro on 7th August, Chitrakoot on 8th August, Dahod on 9th August, Karimganj not mentioned, Mo on 11th August, Nizamabad on 12th August, Osmanabad is not mentioned, Puri on 14th August. I think it can be either of these. The question is, Karimganj was held exactly midway between Dahod and Mo. Karimganj has to be here, so Osmanabad has to be here. There is no other choice, right? The question is, on what date was the quiz in Karimganj held? Was this a very difficult question? The answer is 10th August 2022. Was this a very difficult question? I don't think so. Right? Your answer is option C. The only problem here which a lot of students faced is because of this complete thing, a lot of people write the whole thing, 8th August 2022, 9th August 2022, and they forget to read this daily. So if it is daily from 7 to 14, that means you have to write every day only, no? You're not skipping any day in between, right? And midway, always make it a habit of puzzle-based questions, sitting arrangement-based questions. Always after starting the arrangement mildly, just midway confirm the question. What exactly is needed in the question? Because while you arrange midway only, you might end up getting your answer. Okay, why did I say that, this creates a problem for the students? Because the very first question you end up taking 62 seconds, that is 1 minute and 2 seconds for a very easy question which could have been easily solved in 30 seconds. Do you understand the cost it is causing you? Okay, this is actually a good one. This is a good question. Which of the following statements belongs to the group below? So they've given you two statements here and they're asking you which of these statements belongs to this group, group K. Group K is just the name of the group. So you basically, it's a pattern recognition based question only, just the way of presenting is changed. You have to identify what is the logic which is being followed here. So a lot of us, by habit of letter series, what we do is we tend to go like this: 140, 160 plus 20, 160, 220 plus 60, 220, 230 plus 10. But this does not make any sense. Okay. Then we start looking at the differences that may be okay, anything else which can be of use. So there is one concept which is of use for us. 140 and 110, what is the difference? It's 30 is being reduced here. 160 and 20, 40 is being reduced here. 220 and 150, 70 is being reduced here. And 230 and 155. So 30 and 45, 75 is being reduced here. Okay. But is that giving you any hint? Is that giving you any clarity that what exactly may be happening here? Still not. But observe it from the first number perspective. Okay. If I divide 140 by 2, what do I get? I get 70. If I divide 160 by 2, what do I get? I get 80. If I divide 220 by 2, what do I get? I get 110. If I divide 230 by 2, what do I get? I get 165. Oh, sorry. I get 115. Sorry, 150. Okay. Now, look at the second numbers. Ignore the H in between. The H is just given to confuse you because the H is everywhere. Look at the second numbers. If I have a 70 here, if I add a 40 to it, I get 110. If I have an 80 and I add a 40 to it, I get 120. If I have 110, I add 40 to it, I get 150. If I add 115, I add 40 to it, I get 155. So this is the logic. The logic is that the first number is divided by 2 and 40 is added to it to get the second number. If that is being followed, the number belongs to this family. So here we see this is 130 plus 40 is 170. So this is correct. Similarly, this is 125 plus 40 is 165. That means both these numbers belong to the group K. Now, obviously and of course, you might not be able to get this in your examination. So this question was actually meant to be dropped. 20-25 seconds you spend on this question. If you're able to get something good, if not, please drop it and move ahead, because this is slightly new. As a presentation, this is new, because in letter series, etc., anywhere if you go, you have a habit of going corresponding. But this is related within itself. So we are not very sure as to how we could have decoded this in the exam very quickly. So a lot of you should have skipped it ideally. That is what I expect. But after spending 1 minute 18 seconds here, that is too much of your time. So it's not worth it in the first go. Why is this happening? Because the very first question took 62 seconds. Okay. Now the person is already in a bit of a stress. So, okay, the first question of reasoning has already taken a lot of time. First question of the mock itself. So now there is a strong urge to come back. And then this causes your, further decline of time. Don't worry. Maybe you have to drop the first 4 or 5 questions, constantly drop it. Primarily focus on completing your exam first. Look at each and every question of all the sections. Only then can you think of, attempting these questions again in the spare time. Next. Missing numbers. Okay. One thing for sure is that there are more number of elements here, so it's going to go row wise only. It's not going column wise. Now 17, 10 and 8, 15. 17 minus 2. 8 plus 3. Okay, 3 is their difference. 2 is their difference. But this is minus and this is plus, not making sense. Wait, 10 minus 8. 8 minus 10 is minus 2. Add it here. 14 minus 11 is plus 3. Yeah, we can do that. So 17 plus 8 minus 10 is equal to 15. So similarly, 8 plus 14 minus 11 is equal to 11. So 21 plus 1 minus 6. 1 minus 6 is minus 5. 21 minus 5 is 16. 16 is my correct answer. Cool. Just by visualization, we could have easily figured it out. This one was an easy one. So yes, 39 seconds. Pretty good. Nice. Next. Okay, this is, so look at the question. The question is actually trying to confuse you a bit. Exactly, it just means like it is an address matching question. Similarly, this is given to you. Medellin is the name of a place. Okay, in Colombia, hopefully everybody knows that. Then this is the date given to you and this is the time, right? So you need to observe this and the exact same copy you have to pick from here. Exact same, no difference, not even in punctuations. Now, if you observe it from that lens, you can see that Medellin is there, here, here. This spelling is incorrect, so this is gone. Then 2026.02.23, that's the same. Then there's a comma, there's a semicolon here, so this is gone. Okay, then 11 is fine. CST, so CS dot T, this is gone. So now I'm only left with option D. Option D is my absolute accurate correct answer. Always observe these questions vertically one by one. That is going to help you eliminate much faster. Okay, 46 seconds. Why? Because probably the thought that punctuation marks can also change was not there. Address matching or all these types of questions, even little punctuation marks, even little gaps matter. So be careful about these things, okay? And nowadays it is picking up pace in your examination, especially the SSC exam. 24 flower pots are arranged in a straight row such that distance between any two consecutive flower pots is equal, okay? Distance between third and sixth flower pot is 9 centimeter. So between third and sixth, how many gaps are there? 3 gaps, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. So 3 gaps is equal to 9 centimeter. 1 gap is 3 centimeter. What is distance between first and 24th? Between first and 24th, there will be how many gaps? There will be 23 gaps. 23 gaps. 23 into 3. That's 69 centimeter. Option B. What is the distance? It's clear. The number of gaps will be their difference, right? 6 minus 3. 3 gaps. 24 minus 1. 23 gaps. Easy. So option B is the correct answer. Very easy question. 41 seconds. Could have been slightly, this could have been done in 30 seconds. Not a very big problem. Statement conclusions. This might appear to be slightly difficult in the first read. It might seem very long, like a very small passage is given here or a paragraph is given here and you are going to get scared. Initially only you'll get nervous that probably there is some critical reasoning question. It is a critical reasoning question, but a very easy one. Just read it. Telemedicine consultations have increased rapidly. Telemedicine consultations means these days you go for a video consult with a doctor right away without meeting him in person. That is what they're talking about. But prescription verification and follow-up monitoring have not grown at the same pace. So the consultations are happening, but prescriptions being verified. Okay, sometimes what happens is you take a telemedicine consultation, the prescription is given to you and it is valid for 4 or 5 days is there with you, but it's there on your application for the rest of your life. Now, supposedly after 3 months, after 4 months, you are feeling similar symptoms. So a lot of people in India especially, what they do is they pick up the same prescription, walk into some sort of a medical store, they give that prescription, they get those medicines, they come back. Now the problem is the prescription has not been verified, whether it is of proper date, whether it is within the proper dosage, whether it is within the proper time, or does the person need a fresh consultation. Okay, and hence the person can overdose on medication which he's not supposed to have. Long term, there are long term disadvantages of this. People get, there are antibiotic resistance is seen. Then there are long-term liver and kidney repercussions because you're consuming medicines which you should not be consuming, right? Because in India, a lot of medication, apart from extremely serious medication, Schedule H drugs are also available over the counter, unfortunately. So that is what this is trying to point out on. And what is follow-up monitoring? So follow-up means if a doctor has asked you to follow up after 7 days, you don't go, rather you increase your prescription. You're like, give me 5 more days medicine, I'll be fine. Okay, so this is leading to a problem. They have not grown at the same pace. As a result, cases of wrong dosage and repeated medicine misuse have been reported more often. Medical associations recommend a unified e-prescription registry, pharmacist validation, and mandatory follow-up for high-risk drugs to reduce harm. What are the conclusions? Conclusions say weak prescription verification can contribute to unsafe medicine use. Absolutely, that is what is being hinted here. This is actually explicit. It's clearly mentioned here in the statement itself. Strengthening verification and follow-up systems can help reduce avoidable harm. This is also explicit, clearly mentioned here in the statement. These conclusions are valid. That's what the author is trying to tell you in the end. Remote medical consultations are always unsafe. This is a very definitive word. Definitive words with conclusions are always incorrect. Always unsafe and should be stopped. Okay. Nobody is saying that. The author is also not trying to say that. The author is saying that it is growing at a good pace, but associated with it, the other things are not. So we need to work on them so that they can be judiciously utilized. So the answer is only conclusions 1 and 2 follow. Pretty easy question this one was, not difficult. Just that the reading part was quite cumbersome for a lot of people. Okay, so make sure that you're building habit of reading. That's also very important. Lungs is related to respiratory organ in the same way as dash is related to transpiratory organ. See, transpiratory organ is not in the human body. This is talking about the transpiration in plants. Okay, the water loss. So water is being soaked up from the soil and then gradually water is also losing from evaporation from the base of leaves. We know that, right? So that happens through which of the following organs? It happens through the stomata. So option D is the right answer. All right, 20 seconds. If you know, you know. 87 is related to 58. Following the same logic, 96 is related to 64. Which of the following is related to 16 using the same logic? Understand the placement of the numbers, guys. This is something like this. 87 is related to 58. 96 is related to 64. Then what is related to 16? This time, this is the gap. Okay, let's take the difference here. So the difference is 29. Difference is 32. Now you can clearly see what is happening. That means 58 was increased by half of 58 to get 87. Similarly, 64 was increased by half of 64 to get 96. Either you can say 3 by 2. 3 into 64 by 2. That is also a possibility. So what about this? So we can multiply this by 3 by 2. That's 24 is our answer. Or you can add 16 plus half of 16. One and the same thing. So 24 will be our correct answer. Option B. 62 seconds. See, first thing which you do here, there is not a very huge difference. Please take the difference. But if you're not well versed with the tables, if you're not well versed with the concept that half of 58 is 29, then it is going to take time for your identification. Otherwise, it's very easy. Okay, repeated letter series. Let's look at the vertical options first. First is D. So this is D. Second is A, C, A, C, no. Third is C, A. Fourth is C, D, 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 no. C, A, B, A, C. Okay, everything else is different. This is only one thing. So ABD, ABD, ABA. ABD, ABD, BABD. There is BABD here. There is CABD here. It's also not followed. ABD dash CD, ABD dash CD. CD, CA. How many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There are 28 letters. 14 into 2 is not making sense. 7 into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, D something. C, D something something. Then A, B, D, C. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This might help us out a bit. So ABD dash, then CD dash dash. Then again we'll say ABDC. So this can be ABDC. ABDC dash 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 ABDC. ABDC. Can this work for us? But this is ending in AB. So CDAB, CDAB, CDAB. This makes sense, right? ABDC, CDAB, ABDC, CDAB, ABDC, CDAB, ABDC. Okay. Now if I observe the answers, DCAB, DCAB. Let's observe the rest of them. ACDA, ACCDD. Perfect. Option B is the right answer. This was actually a gamble which we played, but that's how it is. This also helped us a lot. So we divided into parts of 4 and we proceeded, right? So the answer is option B. 90 seconds. Yeah, I agree. It must have taken this much of time. So again, visualize, drop, move ahead. If you feel, you can come back to it. The idea is if you want to really finish the reasoning section in 15 minutes or less than 18 minutes at least, you will have to use these strategies. Drop and move ahead. Complete, let's say, the reasoning, the section which you know 100% and you're very fast at, you're completing that in 12 minutes, let's say. So now you're still left with 3 minutes, come back for these questions and then solve it. That is the whole idea. But for that, you need that level of mastery, okay? Ashes is related to cricket. Sultan Ajlan Shah Cup is related to hockey. This is general knowledge. If you have it, you have it. 16 seconds. Excellent. Good job. Next. Some peacocks are parrots. Some peacocks are parrots. Some pigeon are birds. No bird is owl. All owls are parrots. No bird is owl. Some pigeons are birds. Okay. All parrots are birds? No, not at all. Some peacocks are pigeons is a possibility. Absolutely right. It is a possibility. No issue. Only conclusion 2 follows. Option C is the correct answer here. Okay. 48 seconds. That's too much. Possibility is an issue for this person probably. But if that is the case, please go through it once again. Look at the spelling of health. The spelling is incorrect. So try to read this thoroughly and stick to what is mentioned here. So it's pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we have 10 letters here. So each letter is being coded by 2 letters. So H is coded by GI, E is coded by DF, L is coded by KM, T is coded by SU and H is coded by GI. So what is GI? So H is coded by -1 and +1. E is coded by -1 +1. L is coded by -1 +1. T is coded by -1 +1. H is coded by -1 +1. So the logic is -1 +1. What is the code for Sinor? So Sinor is starting with RT only. So let's not waste time. The next is DF only. Okay. Next has to be MO because OM cannot be an answer. So this is gone. Then next is NOP. N and Q cannot form together. No, -1 +1. So NP is the case. Here it is PN. So this is also gone. So option B is the correct answer. Once you know the logic, we are not even looking at the word. We are just solving it from the options alone. Once you have understood the logic, and this is a very common logic used for more extra number of letters. 45 seconds. Okay. Could have been shortened down, not an issue. 11, 131. 11 square plus 10. Observe here. Yes. 31, 971, 961 plus 10. So 23 is 529 plus 10 is 539. Option D. Pretty easy this one is. 16 seconds. Good job. Next. The letters that appear at the odd positions in the word during from left to right are arranged in alphabetical order. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then followed by letters that appear at the even positions are arranged in alphabetical order. This, and this. How many letters are there in the English alphabetical order between letter which is second from the left and second from the right? So second from the right has to be an even one only, because last three will be even, first three will be odd. So odd is D and R and even is G, I, U. So we are talking about N and I. 14 and 9. 14 minus 9 minus 1, that is 4. Option A. How many letters are there between them in the English alphabet? There are 4 letters. Cool. 51 seconds, too much. Too much time is being taken to arrange this. Read it quickly and understand what is the arrangement. Otherwise, you will not be able to solve this question only. 7 square, 8 square, 9 square, 10 square, 11 square, 12 square. Oh God, sorry. 144. 10 seconds. Good. Next. In a certain code, dance means this, BLKT means this. What will be the value of this after mathematical operations? So we have A, 16, K means divide, N means 8, L means plus, C means 14, T means into, D means 9, B means minus, E means 6. So this is 2, 126, 122. Option D. Cool. 47 seconds. Okay, not bad. Okay, perfectly fine. Okay, if A question mark B is A plus B whole square in minus AB, then what is the value of 4 question mark 2? Okay, A plus B whole square, A square plus B square plus 2AB minus AB. So this is nothing but A square plus B square plus AB. Either you can take it like this. So put 4 as A and 2 as B. So this is 16 plus 4, 20 plus 8, 28. This is one option. Or the other option is that put it here only, 4 plus 2, 6 square is 36 minus 8. You would still get 28 only. 28 is the correct answer. Okay. 16 seconds. Good job. Next. Incorrect term in the alphanumeric. It's alphabet series, not numeric. There's nothing numeric here. Oh God. So 24, 20, 16 minus 4, 16, 10, then 8, 4. So this is not 10. 16 minus 4 should have been 12. That would have fit the bill. Can you see? Minus 4, minus 4, minus 4, minus 4, minus 4. So instead of J, we should have had an L. So option B is the incorrect term in the series. 31 seconds. Next. Find the missing term in the following series. 23, 144, 288 into 2 multiplied by 2. Wait. Multiplied by 2. No. But here it's not being multiplied by 2. Check the difference. Oh, 121, 144, 169, 196, 225. What is this? 11 square, 12 square, 13 square, 14 square, 15 square. So this is 878. Option A is the correct answer. Oh God, what am I doing? Cool. 34 seconds. Excellent. Good job. Next. Find the odd one out. Tennis, cricket, badminton, hockey. Tennis with a racket, badminton with a racket. But hockey is with a hockey stick, cricket is with a bat. Number of players? No, they're different everywhere. What else can we say? Badminton is with a shuttle. Hockey, cricket and tennis. Field hockey is also with a ball only. Ice hockey is with a peg, but field hockey is with a ball. Cricket with a ball, tennis with a ball. So option badminton is the odd one out. 25 seconds. Great. Excellent. Next. A and B are brothers. A and B are brothers. C and D are sister. A's son is D's brother. How is B related to C? Uncle, paternal uncle. Option D. No rocket science here. Okay, this you could have even visualized an answer. You answered. You didn't have to draw it. 40 seconds. So slightly tone it down. You can bring this to 30 easily. Even 25 for that matter. 333, 338. So this is 5 units. This is 7 units. 5, 7. Can this be 11? 356. We don't have that. So 9 units. 354 is there. And plus 11 units. Yeah, odd numbers. 354 is the correct answer. 19 seconds. Excellent. Next. Oh. 7 people in a class got different marks in a subject. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. T scored more than R but did not get the highest score. Okay. So T is not here for sure. S scored less than Q but more than U. R scored more than P but less than V. Q scored less than P. How many people scored more than P? 1, 2, 3, 3 people. How many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 people only, no? Whatever the score may be, but there are 3 people only who are more than P. For sure. We don't want to get into the arrangements. Technically, we can though if we want to. Because if T is not the highest, then it has to be V, T, R, P, Q, S, U. This is the only possible arrangement. But why do you want to go there? You already have your answer. Okay. 63 seconds is too much, guys. This is too much. Could have easily found it out in 40 seconds. Minus means into. Plus means divide. Divide means plus. And into means minus. So this is 3 into 5 is 15. 15 plus 4 is 19. Option C. 25 seconds. Great. Last question for the session today. By interchanging given two numbers, not digits, which of the following equations will be correct? So we're exchanging 14 and 64. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 7 into 15 is minus 105. 78 plus 64. That is 130 and 142. 142 minus 105 is never 120. So this is not right. And 210 divided by 14, 15. 15 plus 8 into 64 is 512. 15 plus 512 minus 2010 can never be 23. So I think none of them are correct. After changing, none of them will be correct. Partial solving. Please don't solve it completely. Option D is the correct answer. 55 seconds. Too much time being spent in calculation. So what did you learn from today's session? Number 1, calculation needs to be faster. Okay. And number 2, please don't solve the complete questions. Wherever necessary, wherever required, go for elimination. Shorten your time as much as possible. So rather than focusing on learning the concepts again and again, maybe you're sound in concepts. You're just looking at it in the wrong way. So try to push yourself to solve things faster. Don't end up taking or costing a lot of time. Also strategically choose your questions. Which question will I need to attempt right now? Which question should I drop at this stage and come back to later if I have the timeline? With that, I'll end the session here today. Thank you so much for watching live guide. Guys, hit the like button right away. And if you're new on this platform, subscribe to the channel right now because we are constantly churning out wonderful content for all of you, which is going to help you ace your upcoming SSC examinations. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you around in the next session. Till then, you guys take care. Bye-bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.